how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from Bagels with Deli. There's an employee right there taking some stuff out. I'm right just outside pulling up. This is in Delray Beach, Florida on Linton Boulevard and the railroad tracks right here near I-95. And folks, I got to tell you, I went to McDonald's, and it can be frustrating sometime there. I ordered on the app I have all these points I didn't even realize sitting there from all the McDonald's purchases, and I could get a free breakfast sandwich. So after the, I did get a coffee, it's all gone. After the workout, I thought I'd go load up on some calories. Now, anyway, I went in to get a cup of coffee, and I did want to get a breakfast sandwich. But anyway, it got lost because if you don't select the location first, I know this too because it's already happened once before. So frustrating. If you don't have your GPS on or you don't select where you're at, and I did look at it and it said Congress, but I was on military. I didn't put two and two together. And so it went off to some other McDonald's, my free rewards of 3,000 or 4,000 points to buy a sandwich. But I understand if you don't pick it up, it does return back, but I don't care. I don't have time for it. I stood there. They were so busy. The guy didn't even have time to talk to me. He probably hears people all the time worrying about their French fries. So, but I wanted that sandwich. Well, anyway, I'm at Bagels with. I'm gonna get a bagel. I'm gonna get a loaded up. No, I'm just gonna get a bagel with toasted bagel. I'm not gonna get cream cheese and all that stuff. But what was I going to tell you? Something was important. You know what? I'm right here near the Toyota dealer. I may go get an oil change and just throw down. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. I think I'm in a very good, there was a good Wi-Fi signal right here in this little intersection. I do remember. But this weather, you see this cloudy weather, it's affecting the internet. And if you can't get internet, I'll tell you a story. You go nuts because I bought an Apple Watch. I'm returning it. This is the third time, maybe two times, I've bought an Apple Watch. I bought one when I lived years ago, a Series 3, I don't know what it was, way back at the mall in Sarasota. And my daughter says, Dad, you know, you don't need that. Those are for people that work, that, you know, just want to, you know, surreptitiously check emails and get text on their hand, and they don't, you know, they're not using their phone there, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, you know what? This thing doesn't seem to, I get the phone in my hand all the time. What do I need this for? So I agreed. So I returned it. I got a video about it. You go way back in my library, you'll see a video where I bought an Apple Watch. And I started out in my YouTube channel. I was doing reviews. I bought the new iPhone mini. Still love that phone. Too bad it doesn't have a battery that'll last. Feels so good in the hand. What a nice phone. Handset. Anyway, I bought another Apple Watch. I'm watching YouTube, and I'm thinking, you know, about certain products for my channel, like when I bought the microphone, which is totally needed. So many people are buying that DJI mic. I have Amazon Prime. It won't even be here till the 20th. It's still days away. I ordered it 4 days ago. What good is this Prime? So, I don't know. I got on the, it was in my feed, and I started watching, and I was like, huh, I wonder if you know, they got this new one. It's called an Ultra. And now they got, I'm not getting out now. It's starting to rain. Here it comes. They got an Ultra last year, and now they have Ultra 2. So two things happened. I get it. First, I watch all the YouTube channels. They sold me. Salespeople are the easiest people in the world to sell. So I ordered it. It was delivered, and it has GPS/cellular. Well, I would never pay to make it a phone, you know, to receive cellular. And they do the same thing when you have your phone near it. For those of you that have iWatches or smartwatches, you know what I'm talking about. But when you have a cellular service connected to your smartwatch, you can leave your phone at home. And you can go to work, you can go to the park, you can leave it in your car, go for a run, and your watch is your phone. It'll ring, you'll get everything just like a phone, but you don't have to carry one of these around like when you're walking or running. So, okay, that's cool. And then I looked on Visible Wireless, you know, my Visible Wireless, and, you know, I get a discount because so many people have joined Visible Wireless through my link and from me promoting them, because it is the best. It's Verizon. If you don't have it, you need to look at my videos. Just go back, I don't know, several. Search it. If you're on a desktop or a laptop, you can search Visible. I'm going to come up. I'm one of their biggest spokesmen. That is the best cellular service in America, bar none. It's Verizon. It's the lowest price, and you have a hotspot with unlimited data. You can cancel your home Wi-Fi. I digress. Now, I called Visible. I chatted Visible. You have to chat. There is no offices and everything. And I get a live chat going. First you start out with a robot. You have to keep typing in customer service about 5 times. And then they say, hold on, you're next in line for a live chat. So if you don't know that, if you ever had an issue, most people don't, and you're dealing with the robot, you can keep putting in customer service and they'll finally give you a live chat. But the AI wants to resolve all issues before you talk to someone live. It's just the way of the world today, folks. So I get live chat going, and I'm down to like $15 a month. I've got the $45 plan with the 5G ultra wideband. I went ahead and upgraded because I get these referral fees. I'm good for a year. I've been good for 2 years. I haven't paid more than $5 a month for Visible Wireless for 2 years. My phone, I was going to grab it. I'm talking to it. Is free. I have free cellular almost. And so I said, well, I wonder if I got that watch, how bitchin' would that be to have, you know, it on the phone? And what does, they call it wearables. What would Visible charge me? So I get live chat going. $5. $5 I can activate cellular service with unlimited everything to the Apple Watch, the Ultra 2, which is 49 millimeters. I like a big watch. This is the newest, came out last year. Biggest, big old watch for my blind eyes. Plus, I like the way bold and big looks. Anyway, $5. I'm in. Ordered it up. They shipped it to me. I got it. And it turns out, just like my daughter said, you don't need it. I mean, I found myself still looking at my phone. My phone all of a sudden became this big. Looking at that watch, holding your arm up, going like this, doing all this, you know, and then like this, and putting my readers on. Oh my gosh. And then I was watching YouTube tutorials, and you can mirror your watch to your phone and make the changes and change the watch faces and do all these things, which is almost a little above my pay grade with the watch, because I'm pretty smart on the phones, but the smartwatch has even more different things. And the faces that you can have are like almost unlimited. And then each face you can change the color and the complications on it and all these things. So anyway, I'm not a jogger, I'm not a runner, I don't care about my heartbeat, I don't care about how I slept last night and all these things that it does. And if you pass out and fall down, it calls somebody or vibrates you and tries to wake you up. I don't know. But it's a bunch of worthless stuff to me. So I'm returning it. And when I was doing all this, looking at it, trying to figure it out, watching YouTube video on TV, and I'm like, all right, okay, hold on, pause. Okay. And then I picked up my phone, my iPhone 14 Pro, and looked at it. I was like, dang, this is a widescreen. This is a big old TV. This is all I need. This is what I can see. This is what I'm going to use. So I don't need a watch. I like, first of all, they don't look near as nice as my watches you might have seen in my videos. I have several, by the way, and they would what? Collect dust? I have like 8 Invictas. They look just like Rolexes. They are the sweetest looking. I have all the diver models. And they're cheap. They're cheap, but they look like a $10,000, $50,000 Rolex. I've got them in the big face and the smaller face. I got different colors. I got gold ones, silver ones, but they're all the diver, you know, Submariner style. I don't have any with strap bands and all that. So I ordered this, Apple Watch, and it had that. You saw it in the video. Somebody made a comment, new watch. Very observant, very observant. And it has that orange band. And the reason I selected that was because I got to have the identifier. And apparently, when the Ultra came out, that orange ocean band was the band that identified as you have an Ultra, and that was the most popular, eye-popping, loud orange band. Of course, Apple sells like cases for your phone. Apple sells 100 watch bands. Speaking of 100, they cost $100 each. They're these little rubber. Oh, what a ripoff! So, you imagine? I don't even want to tell you what that watch costs, but you pay for that watch, and then you want another band because you're going to get tired of that orange band. You're going to get tired of any of these bands, and a lot of them hold water and they stain. And now you're $100 for you can get them third party though. You can get them third party on eBay and Amazon that don't cost $100, and I'm sure that's what most people do. So I'm returning it, and I wore it for 2 days, and I was looking at it and trying to get it all set up and everything, and I just can't explain it. I can tell you this: I don't know who, other than people for status, or they do use it for the running, and you have these little rings that disappear after you walk a lot or exert yourself all day. You got that on the phone. You can just this guy's trying to back in. He likes his half in the middle. You can just count your steps and all that. And what does that do to you? It doesn't help you lose weight. It's just some information. And I know it's cool, but you can buy a Fitbit or any of these things for $30 that does that. So the Apple Watch, not to disparage it, but you're like, Baker, that's all you're doing. For me, worthless. Worthless. This is at least the second time I've bought one in about, 6 or 7 years. And I really thought I was going to go for this one because of the big size, and I'm more techie now, and I could use it. And Visible was only going to charge me $5 to hook up cellular to it. That's a deal. That's a deal. Most people don't do it because you're required to pay another $50 a month to have your cellular service add another line. So only if you get a lot of money, disposable, discretionary cash, which I don't have, those are the people that do that. They're like, yeah, add that. Yeah, I got it. Whatever I need, just add it. I got money. I don't do that. So I was going to, though. I was definitely going to add the cellular. I was getting stoked. But about the second day, I kept basically looking at my phone only. And this is the point of the story. On YouTube, there's a guy. He's got millions and millions of views. He does a lot of product reviews. Does a lot of Apple stuff. Does everything, actually. He's not a fanboy to anybody. He's just made a very big niche for himself. He's got a beard. He's not the guy that's the total Apple guy that drives the Tesla. He gets millions of views too. He does, like, I think he only does Apple. Excuse me. But this guy got the new Ultra, and he said, he put the cellular on it, and he said, let's see if I can go 24 hours and do a battery test on it and see how long it lasts and not use the phone. Because you can make calls, you can take calls, you can text, you can check emails, you can use the wallet, Apple Pay. You can do all the things that you do with your phone, but he wanted to test and see, if he could do that and go 24 hours. So he shut his phone off. And I felt his pain. And it was a pretty good video because he missed that device. All this idle time that we spend looking at our phones, we're addicted to them. And the watch, you know, it wasn't like he could just do anything like you can do on the phone. So he tried to do the thing and went for coffee and bought lunch and he took a call and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But the phone, he says, I want to see if it's not going to be replaced by watches. They're not going to be able to downsize it and make watches the new communication device. The phone is not going anywhere. Not at all. The cell phone, I don't think so. Not anytime soon. So as advanced as those watches are, they still lack the beauty of a gold or a chain. Even though they got bands you can buy that are like metal, it's still got this phone face, you know, and they have them where they stay on, so you don't just see a black face. But I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. So I'm returning it to the Apple store today at the Boca Town Center Mall. Or I may go to Wellington to that mall and return it. And you have, you know, just like if you buy a cell phone, you have 2 weeks to try it. And they have no problem reselling it. They have no problem. They have these people that look for people like me that will return a device, and they call it refurbished, but it's not really refurbished. It's just somebody says, this isn't for me, you know? So, and the second reason I'm returning it, and I could, you know, make a liar out of myself because you guys all know, train, you can't believe a damn thing I say. If I were to stay and get it, change my mind, the Ultra, they don't even call it Ultra One, but the Ultra One, of all the YouTube videos I've seen, there's no reason to upgrade to the Ultra 2. There's literally indistinguishable between the two. They claim there's a better battery life, but it's not true. They claim there's a different processor, but they're both lightning fast. I mean, you would never notice anything. That is it. There's two things they say. That is it. There is no, you know, leap. Now, if you have an older iWatch and you're into that kind of thing, you are going to see, you know, a lot of improvements. I knew this and I knew that, and different complications and new features that it does. And I get it. And it would be interesting. But then, you know, what are my Invictas going to do? Sit and collect dust? I don't even look at them. I don't even look at them for time. I don't. They're just jewelry. It's a man's jewelry, a nice watch. I wish, that's why I buy these diver ones from Invicta. I wish that I had such disposable cash. And I know it's probably not worth it, but hey, we all get to be an idiot once. I would buy a real Rolex, a President, a gold one. Man, what a watch. Yeah, they're nice. Or just the stainless Submariner. You know, they're really nice. They're really nice. And, you know, they're not really an investment because they're going to go down in value, but they do hold some value. And you can buy those used too. And they're indistinguishable between a new one and an old one, you know, unless you go real old. But anyway, I'm sitting here at the deli and I need to get that bagel. So I wanted to tell you guys about the Apple Watch because someone did notice it in the video when I was doing the Christmas cards and the gifts unpackaging. And I have decided to return it because I don't think I want that orange band and I don't want to have to pay $100. I didn't say you the second reason. I almost did. I get sidetracked. The second reason was if I wanted to get the original Ultra, Walmart has them where people probably like me bought it, said, I don't need it, it's too confusing, I don't want it, whatever. Whatever the reason people have. And they return them and they call it a refurbished or whatever, but it's still returnable within 90 days. So if there was anything wrong with it, you don't have to be afraid of it. I wouldn't be. It's half the price. They got them for $4.99. That's a lot of money still. It's double that for a new one, for the Ultra 2, especially if you add a band, if you don't like the ones they give you. You buy just one more, you know, to switch off. Because it's all about switching the bands on them, you know. It's all this convertible stuff you can do. So, before I decided to return it permanently and not have one at all, I said, Tim, you're dumb. Return this 2 and get the 1. Because after I watch all these YouTube videos, they're like, get the 1 if you can find one. This is not worth it. I mean, it's the same price as what the 1 cost last year. They didn't change it. But the used ones, the refurbished, the ones that people returned or traded for the 2 for no reason, they got more dollars than cents, I guess. You could save like half the money, at least $400. So that's definitely the way to go. If you're looking to get yourself an Apple Watch, go find, if you're looking to get the Ultra and not the Series 9, that's also the latest. That's the 2 latest Apple Watches. Series 9 or the Ultra. Oh, and while it's in my mind, when I got it, it says GPS/cellular. Now, remember earlier in the video, I was talking, I would never hook up cellular. I would never do that. You know, I can use, as long as it's near your phone, I'm always going to have my phone. I can do pretty much all the things that if you had cellular will do, except leave my phone too far away from it. But I'm not willing to pay. But when I found out it was $5, so I was going to cancel the deal and get the Ultra 2 that didn't have cellular. But guess what? They don't make that. That's all they come with. They're all cellular and GPS. It's just an option for you to add that. In the past, I believe some of these Apple Watches you could buy and you could get a GPS model or a cellular model, which is both. But they don't make it. It's one and the same. So the Ultra came out where you can do it. Probably the Series 9 might be the same way. So I thought, oh, I can save some money. Who needs to spend this much money? I'm not going to hook up cellular. And I found out there is no other one that's without cellular. You can just not buy cellular. So anyway, I'm going to make this video only for people that are interested in technology and Apple Watches and are not bored to death listening to this, because I know a lot of people in my community may not even wear a watch. But I know a lot of them that do. I know a lot of you, you know, probably have an Apple Watch, maybe an older one. And like I said, you can't believe a damn thing I say. That one for $500 at Walmart, that's the same one. It is a nice looking big watch, but I enjoy wearing my Invictus. And like I said, I don't even look at them to tell what time it is. I couldn't see it anyway. I just use my phone, and I wear it for jewelry. They're very handsome. So I digress. I know people love that word. And I crush it.